Good morning, everyone. And well done for coming in today on a bank holiday. So well done, very well committed. Good morning. All right, I'm just gonna give it like another couple of seconds and see if anyone else kind of jumping on, and then we'll get started. So yeah, we're gonna focus on core today. So yeah, kind of the midsection. So let's get that going today. And we're gonna also start a little bit to open up the body, and then we're getting into the core work. If anyone has like any injuries or anything they would like to share, feel free to write it in the chat box. It's good to know if there's something that I need to be aware of, and I can just also be aware of modifications as well. But yeah, otherwise we will get going. I'm hoping everyone can hear me and see me, but yeah, if there's anything, feel free to just write it in the chat box. But yeah, let's get things started. Let's start moving. So let's come on to the mat. So this is quite a favorite one for me to start. So it's going to be a dynamic movement here. So we end up in a child's pose. I really want you to press your palms into the mat. So keep your arms active and tuck your chin in. From there, I would like you to start and to transition forward. Tuck your chin in, press your upper back up towards the sky. Feel that nice opening. As your shoulders end up starting to align with your wrists, slowly untuck your chin, bend those elbows, drop the hips, drop the belly, drop the chest, and the last thing will be the forehead. Now you're in a full kind of body extension here. Exhale, send your hips back into a child pose, just neutrally. Don't have to overthinking it here. So then we keep it going, nice and slow. We're creating space in the upper back, scooping the belly button in. And then we start to open up the hips, the stomach, the chest, throat. Let's do 2 more just like this in your own time. You really want to articulate your spine here. And then we will do 1 more time. So once you've done that last one, I would like you to meet up on the mat lying on your belly. So we won't meet up in a child's pose, rather on our mat lying down. All right. Then I want you to bring the hands by the chest. As you inhale, I want you to lift your chest up. You do kind of like a baby cobra, open up, inhale. Exhale, bringing it back. And again, let's do it again. Inhale, open up. Maybe starting to lengthen the arms a little bit more if that's available. If it isn't, you just stick with the elbows bent if that feels better. Okay, 1 last time. And once we've done that last one, now let's go back to that child's pose, send the hips back. And then we're gonna slowly come up to seated. All right, so let's come up and sit down. I just wanna get in a little bit to the hips as well. So we're gonna do something called 90-90. So bring the heels down, toes pointing up. And then when you feel ready, we're gonna be moving from right to left. We're gonna slowly drop the knees. Let's do it to the right. You can see that the front leg is in 90 degrees as well as the one to the side. Coming back to center, drop it over to the opposite side. You'll feel like you'll be moving a little bit. So if you need to just kind of shuffle back a little bit and then go again. So quite a nice one just to get into the hips. And we will also get a little bit into the glutes here. 3 more. So on the last 2, we're gonna take a little pause here. Hands comes down Inhale, exhale, forward fold, drop the chest. Feel how you're getting a little more deeper into the glutes now. And then we're coming back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Two more on this side. Inhale, open. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Come up. And then we go over it last time to the opposite side. Hands down, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. So you just drop the chest as low it feels good for you. It doesn't have to be all the way down. Play with your range. I know it's kind of early in the morning as well. These might be your first kind of movement of the day. So just kind of see what works. And we come back to center once we've done the fours, and then extend the legs out. So flex the feet and keep those legs nice and open. If you feel like you're kind of sinking, you feel like, oh gosh, I really can't lengthen my spine, feel free to kind of grab like a cushion or a blanket, or maybe you just kind of roll your mat a little bit. But engage your stomach, so switch it on, lengthen the spine, reach the arms out to the side, take an inhale, exhale, rotate, and then reach over to your foot, ankles, or whatever is available to feel it in your hammies. And then we come back, inhale, lengthen, exhale, rotate, and reach forward. Yeah. Let's do a few of these in your own time. Now, you have really tight hamstrings. Of course, you can bend the knees as well. I have really like long hamstrings, so I don't really need to. But if you feel like you have tight ones, do bend them. And let's do final two. So you should feel really good because you're getting that rotation. That should feel really nice for your back, hamstrings, a little bit in your inner thigh due to the positioning, and center and release. All right, let's get the little bit of harder work in here. So we'll start with like your core and your midsection. So you can play here. You want to make sure you got space behind you because you will be rolling down. And if you feel like you want to have the legs more extended, you can, a little more supported if you bend the knees, so you can kind of play with it. Now, arms goes up towards the sky. Imagine you're having a tray overhead. So you gotta keep those arms always up, but shoulders down. There's no tension in the shoulders here. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, we're gonna start articulate our spine here. So taking our time, rolling down. Don't let that gravity pull you down. And then head down, your arms are still facing up, right? And then you tuck your chin in and you're going up, 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 up. So we're going a full roll down and a full roll up. So the slower we do this, the more challenging it is. So tempo is a good one if we're finding this easy. Also, if you want to make it a little bit more spicier, you can lift the one leg off the mat and rolling down. So there is option to progress, and you just swap leg. If you feel like you're struggling here, especially as you're coming up, feel free to bend the knees more, place the hands behind your thighs, and use that as a guidance to come up or an assistance. So there is plenty of options here. That's it. So it's like a little massage for the spine. As you feel the abdominals are really doing the work. Okay, we'll do one more time that you do it in your own time. And then we're gonna do one time where we'll do it all together as a team. So once you've done that last one, you will meet up seated. All right. Okay, so becoming seated, everyone. Let's come down for 8. Let's go down for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing up, rolling up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, everyone, let's come onto your back. Legs are in a tabletop position. Make sure that the lower back stays connected with the mat. Arms also up towards the sky, palms facing each other. We're gonna do a dead bug variation. We're not gonna go for the classic one. So we're gonna alternate here. You're gonna extend the right leg, right arm. Inhale, exhale, bring it in. And then you do left arm, left leg. Mindful here that the knee that stays bent doesn't come in towards your belly. So try to keep as much as possible when the leg is not extending, that it's aligned with your hip here. So inhale, open. Exhale, bring it back. So you play with your range. Now, if extending the legs feels like too much, then of course you can keep the leg bent here and just tap. And then don't forget about your breath here. So the breathing is always there. Sometimes when we do core stuff, we tend to hold our breath for some reason. So just mindful, it's always there. All right, we got a couple of more happening here. Let's go for another 4, so 2 on each side. Final 2. Final 1. And bring the knees in, give yourself a little bit of a hug. All right, we're gonna focus here on the left side. We're gonna work a little bit your left oblique here. So back into a tabletop position with your legs. Arms back up towards the sky, but the palms are now facing the knees, okay? Rather than each other. Now, some people have a little bit issues with the coordination here, so I'll try to be very clear. So you inhale, extending the left leg, you lift your head, neck, and shoulders, and bring both hands outside the left leg while the right stays bent, slowly bringing it back down, back to that starting point. And then we go again, the left side only. So you're lifting those shoulder blades as high as you can. You know, we all have different range here. Now, if extending the legs is too much, to keep both knees bent and bring both hands over. And if you want to challenge yourself even more, you can extend both legs and then come back down. So the option is there. Exhale, lift, twist. Inhale, come back down. Well done. Couple more happening here. Really squeeze the ribs to the hip here. Everyone, 4 more. Two more. Now, if you have been extending both legs, extend one leg, come up and hold it here. Okay, now left leg, go down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, or maybe more than an inch, maybe 2, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Fantastic. Let's come and find yourself into a side plank on the left side. So left elbow, forearm down. Elbow is in line with your shoulder. And now you can make it on your knee and the top leg is extended, or you can do it with both feet on the mat. So you can do whatever feels good, maybe starting on your toes and then drop it to your knee when you feel you get it a little bit too much. Let's come up in 3, 2, 1, lift on the left side. So feel a nice opening through your chest. The right arm is reaching up towards the sky. If you want to add a little movement, lift hips a little bit higher as you're reaching that right arm up and over, and then come back. So there's a little bit of a lift as you get a little lengthening through the right side of your body, but of course you're working quite a bit on the left side. One more. And then we reach up, hold, no movement for 5, final 4, final 3, final 2, final 1, and release. Good, all right. So I'm gonna add in a teaser today. It's not a teaser that you might know it from a classic Pilates, a little bit different. It's a quite tough one, so we will give it a go. But so yeah, let's give this a go, and otherwise I'll give you also a modification here. So let me just make sure so you guys see. So hands down, find yourself into a high plank. So shoulders in line with your wrist, you're extending the legs. Now, this is what people get a bit confused. So make sure you make sure you have a bit of tension here and there, so we know what we are doing. So take the left foot, bring it in front of your right foot. So left foot in front of your right foot. Now shift your way forward. If you kind of went up to a little bit of a downward dog, drop the heels to the left. Okay, now suddenly both your heels are on the mat. You got that left foot in front of the right. They're not on top of each other or anything like that. So they are in alignment. Shoulders are in line with your wrist and they are evenly here. So this might be it. You may be like, okay, this is already really hardcore. I'm just gonna hold it here. Should really feel it a lot in your left oblique. If you feel like, okay, it's hard, but I still got some room, then you start lifting the hips up and down. Squeezing that left oblique. We exhale, lift, squeeze, and come up. So we really want to feel like it's coming from the waistline and not that you're kind of pushing your arms through your arms and shoulders here and like really drive it up nice and high. So it is a lift, but make sure it's not too high. 10 more seconds. Good work. Now lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So that should be a tough one. It should really kind of get into that left oblique and nice and intense. All right, that is the left side done. So let's go and do it on the right side. Now you at least know what's coming, you have some sort of clue. So kind of prepare a little bit more and your body's kind of ready as well. So let's lie down on your back. Find yourself into that tabletop position with the legs. Arms goes up towards the sky, palms are facing forward. And then you do the same kind of option that you did on the left side. So if you kept both knees bent, then you keep it bent. If you did one leg extended, you keep the leg extended. If you did both legs, then you do both legs. So you just kind of see, what you kind of did on the left, try to do the same on the right, just to kind of keeping it even. And we exhale, lift, inhale down. So we really keep the ribs tucked in, belly button drawn in. The lower back is always connected with the mat. So whenever you feel like you're disconnecting here. Squeezing the right oblique. Inhale, exhale. Can we do another 4? 2 more. All right, now last one, we're gonna extend only the right leg, and then we hold it there, and then we move the right leg up and down, up and down. Keep it strong, keep it tight, keep it, your belly tight for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Let's go into our side plank on the right side. So again, whatever you stick with the left, stick with the right. So if you stayed modified or if you went full side plank, if you added movement, add a movement. All right, let's come into our side plank in 3, in 2, in 1. So we lift up, make sure that the elbow is in line with your shoulder, reach the arm up towards the sky. Make sure it feels nice and strong before you're adding any movement. Then we lift the hips up, reaching the left arm up and over, and then back. Exhale, reach, inhale back. Exhale, reach, inhale back. So we feel a squeeze through the right oblique. Almost there. One more. Now reach up and just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and calm down. Amazing. All right, final bit on the right side. So finding a high plank first of all, and then we're gonna move our feet. So important that we keep the shoulders stable and evenly weighted so we don't feel we shifting one weight over the other. So extend the legs, take the right foot in front of the left, drop both heels to the right. So both heels to the right, remember they not stack on top of each other. And then either hold it here or you're starting to lift through that right oblique. So you should feel really twisted through the waistline. For me, I think this is the one that really hits my oblique. I don't think I have met any other movement that really work the obliques like this one. If you have, let me know. All right, a couple more. Resets, take them as many times as you need. This is one a tough one. If you do every 2 or every 3 and then reset, go for it. But we're almost there. Now last one, lift and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come back and release. Fantastic, really, really good. Whew. All right, let's come and lie down and let's go for some classic bicycles. So tabletop, hands either by the temple or just behind your skull. Make sure you're not pulling, however, the neck. So just having those hands to support your neck. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Scoop the belly button in. And then we exhale, we rotate. So this time you're going to the knee that is bent. Again, if extending the legs too much, you keep the knees bent. Or optional is to keep the feet down and do twist. Again, choose which one you prefer and try to go slow. Like a lot of people tend to go really quick here, which is nothing wrong with it. But then we end up getting more of a kind of a cardio rather than to really thinking of engaging the stomach, really putting muscle under tension for those abdominals, for those obliques. Lifting those shoulder blades as high as allows you to. As we know, the higher, the harder work. All right, now we're gonna add 2 pulses. We're gonna twist, 2 pulses, then come back over to the opposite side, 2 pulses. All right, final 4. Final 3. 2 more, so 1 more on each side. Then we come back to center, hold it here, extend your legs, reach the arms up, and we crunch up, down, up, down, up, down. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Lift the hips up, feel it just open across the hip, stomach. We got 1 more movement to go, and we are done. So very abdominal, oblique kind of work today. All right, we're gonna come up. We're gonna find ourselves into a plank. It's gonna be a high plank to finish this off. We call this a crazy monkey. For some reasons, I don't know why, but that's what it calls. So it is in a high plank. You wanna keep your hips neutral. You take your right foot and step it out to the side, step it back in, and then you go and do the other side. Now, of course, you play with your range. It might be a lot smaller. If you're doing it on your knees, it will look more like this. Okay, final 45 seconds of work. So let's make it count and then we cool it down. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Find your high plank. Once that feels nice and solid, you start moving. Make sure those hips move a minimum. Think about core stability. Think about shoulder stability here. One last time, hitting the core, midsection. Feel the shoulders, maybe a little bit of the legs, glutes as well. You're done more than halfway. Keep it strong. Reset this as many times as you need. The only thing I'm asking you is to come back. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it in your plank. Hold it nice and strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Open up the knees. Find your child's pose and breathe. Fantastic work. Stay here for 2 more deep breaths. And we slowly come up to seated. Now, I would like you to come and sit down on your sit bones. Extend the right leg out to the side. Bring your left foot inside your right leg. Place your right hand on top of your right leg. Lift the left arm up. And then we go in for a side, so reaching it up and over to the right. You're feeling a nice side stretch on the left side of your body. Quite nice, I thought that oblique work. And then we're coming up. Inhale, twist to the left. Awesome, come back to center. Extend the left leg, bring the right foot inside your left leg. Left hand on top of the left leg. Right arm reaches up and then over. We're leaning into the left side. Feel it onto the right side. So the obliques, the ribs, your QL. Come back to center. And then exhale, twist over to the right. Yeah, once you've done quite a lot of core work, it's always nice to add a bit of twist and towards the ends. And then come back to center. And then from here, 1 more breath. We'll take an inhale, reaching up nice and tall. Feel that lengthening. Hold that breath. And exhale, let those hands drop. And guys, you're all done. So great work. Thank you for coming in and joining and doing the work. Any questions or anything, please let me know. But otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your bank holiday. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right, have a good one. Bye, everyone.